let's talk about just setting up the website, especially with the new kvCore. I'm not going to go through it from beginning to end because this whole series is about beginning to end. Okay, and we only have so much time and I only have so much energy. So we're just going to talk about the settings. And the areas that I want to start with is the agent profile. So I'm going to go to my own profile. I'm here in my own kvCore. And I haven't really done much to update my own kvCore settings since the new kvCore was forced on us. And so I want to just address it. So if I'm looking at the agent profile to start with, again, I went to this drop-down menu and I went to my profile. And I'm going to click on edit profile. So this is the first part of just more advanced editing your settings. I've got my name and my title here. You can really put anything you want for the title. Often I will also, when I'm setting people up, I'll put their title and then I'll also put like a dash in their tagline if they have a tagline. You're also going to put your MLS IDs in here. If you have more than one MLS like I do, I've got both MLS IDs separated by a comma but not spaces. Now, those of us in the United States and who are a member of the National Association of Realtors, our NERDS number can go in here, but it doesn't even matter. It doesn't show anywhere on the website. I don't even know why they ask us to put it there, okay? But it does. The next part of this is your contact info. For your contact info, notice I don't have any boxes checked for my phone number. That's because I have my own personal smart number that I'm paying $27 a month for, so that anytime the system text messages one of my leads, or I manually text somebody from the system, or if I call out from my system, or if somebody uses the call capture code that I set up for the smart number, that's my own personal one. I'm not sharing that smart number with everybody else. Those of you that are not paying $27 extra a month for your own personal smart number, you don't have your personal smart number. You're having a shared number, and that number is round robin. So when somebody calls that number, it's round robin to the next available agent. Okay. So the reason I don't have any boxes checked is because my personal smart number will override and be able to show on the website as my number because no boxes are checked. So if I go here to West Michigan Properties, for example, you will notice, and I did mention this a little bit when we talked about the basic setup and like the 10 essentials to fast start your kvCore. Just want to be a little more thorough this time. So anyway, you'll see here, anywhere where your phone number shows on your website, this is my smart number. That's what's going to show when you don't have any boxes checked. So if you have your own personal smart number, great, because your own personal smart number will show. If you don't have your own personal number that you're paying extra for, then you're going to want to check a box, because you don't want to promote a shared smart number where somebody else might get one of your leads because the lead called that number and it round robin to somebody else. You don't want to promote that number. You only want to promote it or have it visible if you're paying for it. Now, just because I don't have the boxes checked doesn't mean that these spots don't do anything. These fields still do something. So where it says cell phone, I do have my cell phone number in there, and that's important because when emails and texts get sent out, they are templates. And in those templates, you have what's called a merge tag. A merge tag is like first name, parenthesis, parenthesis, first name, where the system will automatically put the lead's first name in there for you, for whoever they're sending it to automatically, whoever this text message or email is going out to. And so there's also a merge tag for agent cell phone. And so I have my cell phone number in there. So when when my email templates go out or text templates go out and it says agent cell number, my cell number will show up. Okay, so you want to have that in there. I've got my Epique Realty email address is my email address, and then you can have any email you want for the from email. So where do you want this email to show that it's from? Now, we looked at those. That was a great question earlier about how do you prevent spam, your emails from going to spam. So again, go to support and training, go to the support center, type in spam, and those top 4 articles that talk about how to prevent spam and helping you understand why spam happens can be helpful. So check those out and then make your decision about what you're going to do that. And then this is interesting. This didn't stick. So I wonder if something's happening with kvCore. Believe it or not, kvCore does glitch out, but I want to check this box. Use the email from for notifications. In other words, that's where I want my notifications about leads on kvCore. That's where I want my notifications sent to. I'm going to just hit save to see if it sticks because I did try that earlier and it didn't stick. So hit edit profile. Okay, it stuck that time. Maybe. Okay. So your website is going to just show here. Now, it gives you a spot for a personal website, like if you have another domain, another website that you want to promote. But this, I don't believe, shows anywhere, or never did before. Let me see if it does. If I go to agent in my profile, let's see if it shows it. I don't think it shows anywhere, so I don't really know what the point of it is. Yeah, it doesn't show anywhere. So yeah, there's really no point in putting anything here. Just FYI, because it's not going to show anywhere. Oh, this is another thing I have to fix. So lenders, I have added a lender to kvCore. I've got several lenders that I've actually invited to kvCore. And currently I've selected this lender to be my primary lender in kvCore. What does that mean? Well, that means a couple of things. All my new leads that come in, he's the one that's automatically assigned to the lead and he gets a notification. So that's one way he's a primary lender. It also means that if I click on this, because I needed to update it since they updated the kvCore, he's going to show on my subdomain. His profile is going to show on my domain. I'm going to hit save, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So if I go click on finance, there's my lender. How do you add a lender? Well, there's a form that you can fill out if you're an EXP agent to add that lender to your kvCore. If you're not an EXP agent, then you're just going to contact your broker tech support and ask them to add that admin so that you can choose them. Now, once they're in there and they're added, you're going to want to make sure that they do like my lender did, and you want to create a profile. Make sure that they have their pre-approval link in there, that they have a bio, that they have a picture, so that it all is working, because otherwise there's no point. And then the other thing is you have to actually physically add that person here so you can choose lender. Because if I wanted to change this lender right now, I could say, well, I want Amanda Lehman now. I could do that. I can switch out my lenders periodically, like once a month. I can say, okay, now this month you're it. But you know, the thing is you have to choose a lender that's actually going to pay attention to the leads they're getting and actually make the calls and put notes in the CRM that you can see. And, you know, we all like, you know, lenders are good at different things and some lenders aren't not good at that. And so I would just definitely find a lender that really wants these online leads and wants to help you work them and is willing to call these leads for you and help you convert like every day. You want like a new hungry lender. Okay, so that's enough about that. Designations, you can add designations in here. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really show anywhere. I think spoken languages and position does show somewhere though. So like if you create your position, whatever you call your position and whatever languages you speak, I think those will show. And then your URLs for your social media domains. People always ask me, what's a URL? Well, it is whatever your full website is. So I want to show you right now what a URL is. So if I go to my Facebook business page, here it is. Here's my Facebook business page. If I select this whole spot and I click copy and I paste, notice when I paste, it shows the full URL, https:// that is the full URL. Okay, that's the full domain. It doesn't start with www. It doesn't start just with facebook.com. It's the full URL. And that's what you're looking for. And that's what you have to put in this spot. You have to put the entire URL in order for it to actually work properly. And the link needs, so that the link works properly. Okay. Make sure you have some sort of bio. It does not have to be long. It can be a couple paragraphs. It can be a few sentences, but you need it to be somewhere so that you have content. Okay. Your signature is not really part of website settings, but you want to have one. And you do want to make sure you're including signature on all outgoing emails. This section where it says credentials, background, education, experience means absolutely nothing and is not shown anywhere in kvCore. And they even tell you that it's not displayed on your website. It's just for information. I don't know whose information it's for, yours, but it's pointless. Okay, so that's the agent profile. And again, now that we have the new kvCore, you probably want to go in and update it if you haven't updated that in a while.